that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Chop to third. Clement on to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Scoreless after 1. Back at Comerica Park, top of the second. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. Skubal back to work.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that one pulled foul. Up and in, and a count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Jimenez checks his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Across the letters at 99. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
That's a ball. Next pitch is downstairs. 1 out, base is empty. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Gets under it and pops it up. Sweeney. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Second inning here, no score. Foul ball. That's off the mark, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. Fastball is outside. Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Next pitch is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
In for a strike, and it's 2-1 now. Nobody out, runner at first. That one fouled off, 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Man at first, one away.
Come on, let's keep it going.
And a foul ball. That misses. Now 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Jace Young up now for the Tigers. Gausman throws over, and he dives back in safely. In there at the knees. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Just missed.
Inside.
Just off the outside edge, and a count 2-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And here is Jake Rogers. In for a strike. 0-1. Carpenter at second. Young on at first with 2 down. On the ground, right side. Jimenez throw to first. And that is the inning. Tigers strand a pair. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Detroit, and now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. Now a check swing, but he held up. And that's in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Now fly ball to right center. Vierling sizing this one up. Nabs it. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, right field. Vierling sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. The batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Next pitch way upstairs. Just missed. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Parker
And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. Inside, just missed. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Smoked in the left, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Man at first with one gone. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Gosman keeping him close. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Meadows at first, one gone. Swing and a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lucas in position, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Riley
So up
Green.
next, Riley Green. First time up, he grounded to third. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
And ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
This one in the air right field. Springer on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And that will end the inning. Tigers leave one, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Anthony Santander. Santander measures 6 feet 2 inches, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, first baseman.
Go-ahead run on base.
Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Vladdy needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season. High fly ball out to left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
0-2 is the count.
Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 4th inning underway, no score. Inside, and it's 2-2. And that one is inside. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Chopped left side. Young slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Toronto, and we are still scoreless. And we're back. Bottom 4, and now the DH, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one drifts inside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
In the air, left field. Santander in pursuit. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now that is first baseman Colt Keith.
So digging in, Colt Keith went down on strikes his first time through. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a foul straight back. Gausman throws over. And he's back in safely. Late on that fastball.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That one not close. And that's ball one. Carpenter, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
And next up for the
Now
Tigers, Jace
third
Young.
baseman,
1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there. And a base hit up the middle. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And that one fouled off. Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball still 0-2. Ball one there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one missed.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
I'm just doing me, yeah. I'ma take a pic for them all to see. Catch me on the scene, looking super clean. Tonight we gon' flex. I just got to check what I spend it on.
Back pocket Comerica
Leading off
Park.
for the
Here's
Blue Jays,
Andres
second
Jimenez.
baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Skubal back to work. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Next offering is down low, and the count is 1-2.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
And now the count is even. Battling here as he fouls it away.
We got full count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Just a
Now
great
batting,
at bat right there.
third
Saw a lot of
baseman,
pitches.
Ernie
Timing on the
Clement.
swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here is Ernie Clement. And ball one. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing, called strike.
That's ball two.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. Runner holds up at second. Two aboard now.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to
Up
get some
next
jabs
for
from your
the Blue
teammates
Jays,
when you get back to the
center fielder,
dugout.
Nathan
Not much you can
Lucas.
do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Bunted back towards the mound. Off balance throw in time. The runners move up on the sacrifice.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner
Up
up and
next
give your
for the
team a
Blue
chance to
Jays,
score the
right
go-ahead
fielder,
run.
George
That's
Springer.
exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Springer in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest.
That's to third. That takes care of Springer. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tommy Canley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Holton warming up as well. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. And it gets by him. The run comes in from second. It's 2-0. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next,
Well, that
for
right
the
there
Blue
is a
Jays,
pretty
left
clear
fielder,
example of
Anthony
why making a clean,
Santander.
on-target throw back into the infield is so critical, but so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff, you have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Strike one. Oh, 1 down. And that's
One
in the
ball,
dirt.
one strike.
That's a strike. 1 and 2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Keith has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Detroit, and the batter now, Trey Sweeney.
Shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now a jump throw, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job
Now
of
batting,
keeping the ball
center
out of the air,
fielder,
lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the lineup, Parker Meadows. Up now for the Tigers, 1 for 2. Just missed.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 and 1.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1 and 2.
1 ball.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Breaking ball inside, and the count is 2 and 2. Way high. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, it's great execution to get that fastball inside. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate, but perfectly located. He threw it with conviction. You absolutely do not want to leave it out over the plate.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That one's in there. Strike 1. Two out, space is empty. Slice down the right side.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Good
Ball
take by
inside.
Torres. This one in the air. Jimenez pulls it down, and that will end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing.
Now pitching.
So the
for
Tigers get a new
Tigers.
arm from the pen. Tommy
Number
Canley.
43.
Pretty tight game, so they're
Tommy
looking for quality
Canley.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Vladimir Guerrero
Leading off
Jr.
for
now.
Toronto, first baseman,
Singing, he's a
Vladimir
guy that covers
Guerrero.
both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering is downstairs. And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
So now 3-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Sweeney. And there's one away. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that skips into dirt. Tigers bullpen with some action. Johnny Brebbia getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Outside. And that is ball 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
That just misses. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Tiger.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Here's a 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. He's 2 for 2. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. The Jays trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Hard hit right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Matt Vierling.
Matt Vierling digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
All over that one right there.
Now
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
On the ground. And that is the inning. 1 left for Detroit, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Tyler Holton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's a little bit low. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And that's down and away. Jimenez on at first, nobody out. Ground ball could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Center fielder Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in. Fastball is outside. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're up 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy
Now
Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the
Number
opportunity
93.
to come in and protect a tight
Jimmy
lead
Garcia.
late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off for the
Jace Young
Tigers,
up now for the
third baseman,
Tigers.
Jace Young.
Garcia goes 6'1", 34-year-old vet, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Chad Green up and loosening in the pen. Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it
Next
just
for
does
the
so much to
Tigers,
change the outlook of an
catcher,
important inning like
Shane
this. When you got the leadoff hitter,
Rogers.
so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Out to short. Fires over to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
So 2 down now, and here is Trey Sweeney. Climb the ladder with that fastball.
0-1's the count.
0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
The shortstop
that's it.
takes the ball. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. 8th inning coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing.
Now pitching
Welcome
for
back,
the
and a new
Tigers.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Johnny
49.
Brevia.
John Brevia.
So back to the
Leading
top of the
off
order.
for Toronto,
And the batter is
right
George
fielder,
Springer.
George Springer.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Let's go, Detroit.
He swings and fouls one off.
That's a strike.
That misses,
balls, one
and
strike.
that's ball 2. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making
Up
the
next
adjustment.
for
He
the
came
Blue
at him
Jays,
with the breaking ball,
shortstop,
pitch
Bo
after
Bichette.
pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Vierling sizing this one up. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left
Anthony
fielder
Santander
Anthony
getting ready to
Santander.
hit.
All right, Detroit.
And that
That's
one
a ball.
upstairs, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Will Vest preparing to come on if needed. Gunther getting loose as well. And the 1-0. And there's the strike. And a strike in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that just misses. That one out to right. Vierling hauls it in to end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Chad Green.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Fouled off left side.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
That's outside. And the count even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Not close with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Torres, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's low.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Green in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just off the inside edge. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Offense held in check there through 8 full. Blue Jays 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back at Comerica Park, here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Rebbia back to work. Outside,
Ball one, no strike.
activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Kenta Maeda getting loose for A.J. Hinch. And it's fouled away.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left. And it's off the bag. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, anything can happen once the ball deflects off the base. Do you get a good bounce
Up
or a
next,
bad bounce?
for the
Your
Blue
guess
Jays,
is as good
the
as mine.
designated hitter, Will Wagner.
Next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees. Guerrero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that is out of play. That misses.
Ball
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Kerr now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Next
0-1.
offering is down low. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. That one missing inside. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That one misses, and now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Over to first, safe.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll
Now
over.
batting, third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Outside low, 1-0. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered, but foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Three-two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Vierling stands in now and watches strike one. The Blue Jays leading by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez throw to first. Now only one out remaining.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. The Tigers down to their final strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Little chopper rolls foul. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. On the ground to third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families.